Hello, Yellows! New day, new beginning, new learnings, and great opportunities. Good morning, Ma'am. I am Debbie Nabi Swanson from BSED English 1, Set F. I am the leader of Group 4 and we will be tackling all about the effects of language contact. My members are Ali Tula, Razel Santos, Philips Istanjan, Jay and May Tokoyo, Erami Joy Punay, Kenneth Celebre, Genevieve Sutito, Jessery Salvador, and Charisse Villanueva.
Hello everyone, I'm Ali El Tula from BSED English 1F and I will present to you the topics overview in the effect of language contact. But before that, language contact is a social and linguistic phenomena by which speakers of different languages interact with one another, leading to a transfer of linguistic features. This contact resulting to alternative pronunciations, grammatical structures, and vocabulary. Generally, it leads to bilingualism and multilingualism. Aside from that, the following effects of language contact that will be discussed later are the following: code switching, code mixing, Diglossia, Pidgins, and language shift.
Hi everyone, I'm Razel Santos and now I'm going to present to you the code switching. So what is the code switching? Code switching is the practice of moving back and forth between two languages or between two dialects registers of the same language. So code switching is when a speaker alternates between two or more languages for dialects or varieties of language in one conversation. So in general, code switching is the use of two languages in one conversation. For example, is the use of English and Spanish language. I will miss you. Adios, amigo. Next is the Tagalog and English. For example, alam ko di tayo ganon kalapit, but can I ask some dinner with you? That is the code switch.
I am Pidgins and I would present to you the reasons for code switching. So the graph here represents the reasons for code switching. So first we have the most greater is that to amplify and emphasize, followed by to add impression and personality. Next is habitual impressions. Next is to show and identify. Next is passive expression. Next is the code. And the smaller one is the referential, directive, metalinguistic, poetic mode of the speaker, and to clarify and to explain. So linguistic code switching is mostly used within bilingual and multilingual communities. So we have three here reasons. If we need to fit with a group. Second, force of habit. Next is to convey thoughts, concepts that might be easier to explain in a specific language.
Hello everyone, my name is Jayan Tokoyo from BSED English 1 Set F. Code mixing is the mixing of two or more languages or language varieties in speech. Some scholars use the term code mixing and code switching interchangeably, especially in studying syntax, morphology, and other formal aspects of language. Code mixing is possible in bilingual and multilingual environments. Words are borrowed from one language and adapted in other language, and it's usually without a change of topic. If often occurs within one sentence, one element is spoken in language A and the rest in language B. This term is usually found in mainly informal interaction.
I am Ermi Joy Escunay and going to present reasons for code mixing. There are 10 reasons for code mixing. Number 1, interjection. Number 2, quoting somebody else. Number 3, expressing group identity. Number 4, because of real lexical need. Number 5, talking about particular topic. Number 6, repetition used for clarification. Number 7, being emphatic about something. Number 8, to soften or strengthen request or command. Number 9, intention of clarifying the speech content for interrogator. And number 10, to exclude other people when a comment is intended for only a limited audience.
I am Kenneth Cerebre and I'm going to explain Diglossia. So, Diglossia describes a situation of a complementary functional distribution of two or more language varieties. In cases when the varieties that are in a diglossic situation are part of the same language, the difference between them are usually more prominent at lexical level, but there may also be divergent phonology and morphosyntactic features.
I am Charisse L. Villanova and I will going to discuss what is Pidgins. Pidgins are languages that arise from the need to interact between groups of people who do not speak the same language. Pidgins are made of words from different language and have a smaller vocabulary and simpler grammatical form than other languages. After extensive use, a Pidgin language developed and become a common mode of communication. Furthermore, a Pidgin is nobody's mother tongue. It is not real language at all. Say R.L. Trask and Peter Stockwell. It has no elaborate grammar. It is very limited in what it can convey, and different people speak differently. Even so, it works for basic purposes, and most people in the region quickly learn how to use it.
I am Jezreel Salvador and I'm going to present what is language shift. Language shift is the process by which a speech community in contact situation consisting of bilingual speakers gradually stops using one of its two languages in favor of the other. The causal factors of language shift are generally considered to be social, and researchers on speakers' attitude, both explicit and unstated, toward the language and the domains of language used in the community, as well as other macro-social factors. Language shift is different from language change. Language shift is a social phenomenon whereby one language replaces another in a given continuing society. On the other hand, language change can be seen as evolution, the transition from older to newer forms of the same languages. That could be my report. Thank you.
A language role in culture cannot be overstated. Apart from being a means of contact, it often serves as a symbol of a society's culture. Language is one of the most noticeable differences between humans and animals. Language and society coexist. Without language, there will be no society, because language acts as a unifying force that binds people together. It also acts as the people's shared identity in such community. Effects of language contact includes the code switching, code mixing, diglossia, pidgins, and language shift. In many other cases, contact between speakers occurs, but the lasting effects on the language are less visible. They may, however, include loanwords, calculus, or other types of borrowed material.
I am Charisse L. Villanova, who was tasked to state an observation of mine towards my groupmates. I'll give them 10 for an excellent performance. Apart from this, as a member of this group, I was amazed of participation of each member of the group. Though we've come to a lot of struggles during this activity, for me, I must say that I'm proud that my groups has a very well job.
Despite of this new normal class, we didn't take this as an excuse to fail to pursue this up to the end. For instance, we formulate, coordinate, and connecting as one team to perform this group activity. Behind this success, we owe so much our beloved leader for a very dedicated and a one-of-the-kind leader I've encountered so far. The patience, the passion as a leader, I found it all to her. Not just a leader, but also a motivator towards and her members. Lastly, I'll give the honor to our advisor of this subject. This activity near challenging. Perhaps we are grateful as well for having this activity that will bring us into acquire a lot of knowledge, and it helps us to boost each and everyone's confidence.